Hey guys, this is Santi Numerel, and you're listening to Wrestling Behind the Curtain.
You already know what it is. It's your boy, Kenzo the Great, back at it again with another video. You clicked the thumbnail, or maybe you searched it, or maybe a friend recommended the video. I'm not sure how you got here. Maybe you're a subscriber, and you already know, this video is coming soon. Maybe you in Discord, and I told you it was about to drop in a couple minutes. I don't know. But but one way or another, you know what the video about. It's your boy, Kenny Omega, the cleaner. Now, we're going to go down the list, in a little bit. Let's give it some time. So, this is not a biography. I'm just gonna go into it about, a little bit about why you should be, this is gonna be why you should be watching. Just like, about why you should watch NXT and all those videos I did. If you ain't checked those out, you go check them out now. A lot of those things still hold true, even though some time has passed since then. So we're gonna get into it about Kenny Omega. So this is again not a biography. This is just, why I like Kenny Omega. What makes him one of my favorites. All right. So Kenny Omega, the best bout machine, the cleaner, king of the anywhere match, and John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. He actually came out to that in a match versus Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, I should say, in PWG. And in the match, they thumb wrestled in the ring. It was hilarious. That's one of my first points about Kenny Omega. He's a comedic wrestler. I've said it many times on this channel. If you're new here, you don't know, I like comedic wrestling. I always like comedic wrestling. So, hey. It is what it is. So Kenny Omega, funny dude. He's always doing stuff like that, wrestling dolls and brooms and all types of foolishness. He's just a crazy person. And who doesn't like crazy people, So let's get into it some more. Some of his best matches. Let's get into that. All right. You got versus Chris Jericho, Wrestle Kingdom in 2018. Check that out. I believe that was a 5-star match. I'm not gonna get into how many stars all these matches have because Dave Meltzer, he's a guy, he's in the community, but he's not like some type of special review system. But I'm just saying it's a 5-star match according to him. So maybe you should check that out. Chris Jericho could go, this is a while ago, 2018. So this is, he's in better shape than he is even now. And this is for New Japan, so that was a different Chris Jericho. You might not have seen that if you didn't, watch New Japan or Painmaker Chris Jericho. So definitely go check that out. What else you got? Oh, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi. That's the Golden Lovers. I almost forgot they tag team it. The Golden Lovers. Look at that, hilarious. What's up? Versus the Young Bucks. This was New Japan Strong. So this was over here in America. This is back in 2018 too. And you don't see a couple of these matches are pretty old, but again, Kenny Omega been out for a little while now, and maybe he's had some good matches with AEW. I could easily say his best work was New Japan, which he's been gone for a while now because he's been at AEW a while, even though in the beginning he was going back and forth. So there's going to be some New Japan matches. It is what it is. If you don't like New Japan, then I'm not really sure why you clicked on this video because Kenny Omega and most of his career, that's where it is over there. So next you got Kenny Omega when he was a champion versus Hiroshi Tanahashi, Wrestle Kingdom 13. So that was a good match. I believe Kenny retained. I don't remember. It was a good match. Any match versus Kazuchika Okada. Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada is always going to be a good match. How many different versions of that is there? You got the G1 Climax 2017. You got Wrestle Kingdom 12, Dominion 2017, Dominion 2018. Check out any of those. At first, it was a trilogy. Then they had another match. But yeah, check that out. I think one of those is the first 6-star match. Again, I know those don't mean much to a lot of people, but just thought I should mention it. Check out his match versus Kota Ibushi and trying to see. Do I remember when that was? Oh, that was at the G1 2018. Y'all know how to use Google and YouTube and stuff. Y'all don't need all those details. Oh, what else we got? Kenny Omega's best promo. I can't really point it out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Kenny Omega is not the best promo in the game. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. That's really the in the ring and the persona and all the craft he brings and the storytelling in ring that he does. His promos aren't the best. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's what you're looking for in a wrestler. he's not your guy. But again, I'm telling you why you should be watching him in general. So these are just, you go back and find these matches, and maybe, because now that he's back in AEW, he's recently come back. Obviously, that's why I did this video. You could talk about, you can see what who's this Kenny Omega guy? If you're new into wrestling, maybe, who knows, or maybe you're not new, but you're like, oh, everybody, what's all this hype? I never watched New Japan. Now you can go check out all some of that stuff, and you can see. So again, promo not the best game, but he's a goofy dude. He's a funny dude, like I said earlier, comedic wrestler, all that. It's the same thing with his promos. He gets the point across. You know, sometimes it's corny. I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, not the best promo in the game. So I, I'm not gonna really give you a promo to go check out, really. So it's just not how this is. Just no, not a thing. We gonna read. I'm gonna have to go on Google, not Google. I already had it up somewhere, but we gonna talk about Kenny Omega's championships and accolades, and we're not even gonna do them all. I'm not gonna do the forefront wrestling because you don't know what that is, so you don't care. So I'm gonna read all the big ones, or the ones at least I think are bigger than others. Now I'm not gonna do them match of the years, and no, and I'm gonna not do no wrestling observer because again, Dave Meltzer is just a guy. We're gonna do just belts, and yes, again, this is wrestling, so suspend your disbelief. But just think about how many times he held belts. We just gonna go through that real quick. So in AEW, he's been the world champion once, tag team champion once, and the champion of the world eliminated tournament. He has other awards, but those don't matter. All Japan Pro Wrestling, one-time champion. DDT Pro Wrestling, which you might not know about, but I'm mentioning because a lot of people might say that's where he got his really, really big break. And he was there back in 2012, maybe even earlier that. He's a one-time Extreme champion there, a two-time six-man tag team champion, one-time open weight champion, three-time tag team champion, one-time Sea of Japan six-person tag team champion, and King of the Tournament 2012. So yeah, that's a lot. He's a one-time Impact champion. He's Jersey All Pro Wrestling one-time champion. Not gonna act like I even know what that is. He's a one-time AAA. That's the Lucha Underground champion. He's a one-time. Oh, now we in New Japan. This one really gets down to the nitty-gritty. This might be the last one I do. Let's see. No, yeah. New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's the one-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He's a one-time IWGP Intercontinental Champion. He's a two-time Junior Heavyweight Champion. He's a one-time Junior Heavyweight Tag Team with Kota Ibushi. Remember, Golden Lovers. He's a one-time United States Heavyweight Champion. He's the inaugural, by the way, first one. He is a two-time never open six-man tag champs. That's with the Young Bucks, obviously. He won the G1 Climax, all of it, 2016. He won the IWGP United States Championship Tournament, 2017. That's a lot. If you might want to slow that down, rewind, go through it again. I kind of talk fast sometimes. He's also the world champion of PWG one time, and he won the Battle of Los Angeles 2009. I have that DVD somewhere. You should check out that whole thing. PWG Battle of Los Angeles 2009, fire. Again, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, a lot of awards, Ring of Honor awards, Sports Illustrated, Tokyo Sports, Wrestling Pro Wrestling, Weekly Pro Wrestling, and of course Wrestling Observer. So the guy he's the belt collector at one point again. So he collects awards, belts, all that. So if you're interested in Kenny Omega, I believe I gave you everything. If that wasn't enough deep dive, you want like a biography or something, I might be able to do that. But that's not really my normal thing. But if that's what y'all think, y'all want some more info, I can find that. Just let me know. All right. So on that note, take care of yourself. Peace.